currency exchange rates. We will discuss the objective of this standard. We will discuss different definitions. Then the difference between functional currency and presentation currency. Then we will talk about functional currency recognition. Objective of this standard is to prescribe how to include foreign currency transactions and foreign operations in financial statements of an entity, and how to translate financial statements into presentation currency. We will talk about later on about presentation currency or functional currencies. Then definitions. These are four important definitions. Functional currency, the currency of the primary economic environment in which entity operates. For instance, if your company is operating in Pakistan, its functional currency would be PKR. Okay. Then presentation currency, the currency in which financial statements are presented. Let's assume they are in Pakistan. If company is operating, then again it would be PKR. But if its operations are done here of this company, but its financial statements are prepared in Europe, because its parent company is in Europe, and over there the financial statements are prepared in euro. In that case, presentation currency would be euros. Then exchange difference, the difference resulting from translating a given number of units of one currency into another currency at different exchange rates. So this is the result of once you are translating any number of units of one currency into another currency at different exchange rates, the difference is called exchange difference. For instance, if you have $100 and you want to convert those $100 into PKR, today is say rate is 160 PKR for $1, and after certain time period it would be different. So in that case, the exchange rate is arising, that is called exchange difference. Then foreign operations, if you have any subsidiary, associate, joint venture or branch whose activities are done in another country or currency than that of your reporting currency, that is called foreign operations. Then spot rate, rate in place at the date of transaction. This is the rate which is in place at the date of transaction. 2 days say you are doing the transaction and the exchange rate which is 2 days rate, that is spot rate. Then closing rate, rate at the reporting date. Once you are reporting your financial results at that date, the rate which you have, that is closing rate. Then average rate, average rate throughout the accounting period. This is the average of all the rates which you have in during your accounting period, and that is called your average rate. Now the question in this standard related to foreign currency is exchange rates is which rate you are supposed to use, that we will discuss later. Then what is the difference between functional currency versus presentation currency? This is Nestle Pakistan. Nestle Pakistan is operating in Pakistan and its client is from Bangladesh. Nestle is selling goods to Bangladeshi client and Bangladeshi client is paying to Nestle Pakistan and he received Taka, which is the currency of Bangladesh. Now this is functional currency of Nestle Pakistan is PKR because principal activity is done in PKR currency in Pakistan is done in Pakistan and here it has operations, so that's why its currency functional currency is PKR. But its parent company is situated in Switzerland, which is Nestle Switzerland. And you are supposed to provide reports to Nestle Switzerland. So over there, your presentation currency is euro because you are supposed to share your results in euro currency because your head office is in Switzerland. First of all, first question is how to report the foreign currency transactions in functional currency. Let's assume Bangladeshi Taka, how Bangladeshi Taka will be reported in uh, Pakistan. For that purpose, initial recognition would be at spot exchange rate at the date of transaction. Subsequent recognition would be if it is monetary item. If it is monetary item, you people know very well monetary items are the items those value remains constants. In that case, you will recognize it at the closing rate at reporting period date. Subsequently, initially it would be recognized at spot exchange rate. Then non-monetary items. Here it will depend upon two factors. If non-monetary items is recognized at historical cost in your financial statements, then you will use historical rate at the date of transaction. Let's assume you bought a furniture 5 years ago from one supplier of say United Kingdom. So at that date, what the exchange rate you have of uh, UK pound sterlings and PKR rupees, you will use that rate. And if you are recognizing your non-monetary items at fair value, it means you will use the rate at date when you have measured your fair value. So any exchange rate difference is presented where I either gain, either loss in your statement of profit and loss. And if it is non-monetary item that is recognized in OCI, other comprehensive income, then you will also recognize exchange rate in OCI. Exchange rate gain or loss you will recognize in OCI. So this was the discussion about another standard which is